All right, guys, today we continue the producer series. Today we're going to focus on Tay Keith. So I'm going to show you guys some production styles that we can learn from Tay Keith. So he's known for that gritty down south sound on top of like a nice bounce for danceable beats. So here's the nonstop record. So the first sound here is in Alchemy. It's just one of the bass sounds. I think it's actually like the second sound here, just called bass patterns. It's just a simple preset. Oops. And basically we can use this preset to create that bass line. And I think it's like 3 notes. So we're playing, what is this? We're playing F sharp. We're going up to A, and then we're going to D. We're really playing a D major chord, D, F sharp, A, but we're just playing it starting at the 3rd because the 3rd is the melodic tone that you guys hear. So you're really playing an actual chord broken apart into pieces. That's why I teach you guys, you need to learn chords if you struggle with melody and bass lines. This is really a chord, a major chord, but we're starting on the middle note. And it just repeats. So the drums are really simple. You know, it's nothing too crazy, but the main pattern you guys need to understand is called trecio. So trecio is ta, 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 ta. So what happens here with the kick, it goes ta, 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 ta. So basically we're just repeating trecio. So it goes trecio, 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 trecio. It's just repeating trecio. So listen to that pattern. Trecio, trecio, trecio. It's just repeating itself. So once you learn that pattern, you will understand where bounce comes from. It's the trecio pattern. And then the snares are also doing trecio patterns. Trecio. Just like that. Everything's trecio for this bounce. So just keep your eye out for that. Now also the hi-hats, they're like small little stutters here. We're going to move into FL Studio, but they're small little stutters. Nothing too crazy like hi-hat glitches. So let's move over to FL Studio. All right, now we're in FL Studio. Some of the presets you guys can look for is in Citrus. There's a preset under bells. So this is well known called the Dream Bell. That's one sound. So here's what it sounds like. Okay, it's very atmospheric. Then you have FL keys. The key here is to play low notes. So let's start with this and let's slow the BPM down. Dun, 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 dun. Actually, let's go to 144. This seems like a nice pocket here. We're going to start with the keys. Okay, so we have different velocities in here. Let's go to song mode. We're going to double click. We're going to quantize these because I assume he clicks notes in. So if you guys want that kind of like clicked in note sound, hit Alt and left click to restore the velocities back to normal. If you don't see where this is, grab the ellipses at the bottom of the piano roll, pull this up, go to Control, go to Velocity, and hit Alt and left click to restore that. And if you want more of a uniform sound, we can go to the top left, go to Edit, Discard Lengths. Now we have more of this like jumpy sound. Okay, so from here, let's add the top line bells. So we need to start organizing what we actually have. This is why that 4-component system is so important. We have the contrast layer so far. Nextly, we're gonna add what's called the top line layer. And then I don't think we have a harmony in this case in the usual sense. And then we have the rhythm. Okay, so let's go back, figure out this bell sound. Let's add it over top of this track. Technically, we're playing a harmony here. All right, so let's just record this in. Now again, you got to think like somebody clicking in notes. Forgot I played that fast. So again, to basically emulate somebody clicking the notes, we're going to hit Control Q to quantize, hit Alt to restore the velocity. And if you guys want to, you can go to the edit tool here, go to discard lengths. And that's going to give you this kind of standard quantized sound most producers have, like Tay Keith sound. So I'm just kind of creating my own sound over top of this sound. Okay, so now I have my own melody over top this track. You guys will get the project files also. Now let's move into the drums. So that is technically a top line and a harmony because we actually played a chord just spread apart into different rhythmic pieces. So that is technically a chord. Let's hit Control L. And the main rhythm again is that tresillo pattern. So what we're going to do is right click, fill each 2 steps, add this rhythm. And we're going to use the hi-hat as the metronome. I'm going to make the hi-hats very simple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, t, t, t. Nothing crazy. Let's do tresillo. So it's boom, 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 boom. Now remember, we're going to repeat tresillo back to back. So it's tresillo, tresillo, like that. Very simple. Once you understand tresillo, it makes so much more sense. Let's add the snare. Let's turn this hi-hat down just a little bit. Now also in the keys, what most people don't realize is you can go to the front panel and go to the preset, go to dance piano. This has somewhat of a grittier piano. Let's turn the bell down just a little bit. So now we can either add an 808 or we could add a sub bass. So this is optional. There's no like one thing to do here. Let's go to our plugin at busyworksbeats.com/Hercules. We have a lot of bass sounds. So the one that is kind of like the go-to is going to be the SO preset. And what we need to do is find the root note. Okay, so now I'm just going to kind of create my own bass line. Okay, so now we have that. Just quantize it. So once you guys understand, like, it's really just thinking like somebody who would click in notes. Let's hit Alt and just left click and restore these velocities. Now clicking that in would take a lot of time. And we don't need the bell all the way through, so let's take out the bell. So now it's just about leveling. We got to turn this bass down. We can also mess with different octaves. Is a really low octave for the bass, but it might be fighting with that piano octave. going to pull the bells up 1 octave. So now the mix is just about how much bass you guys have versus the pointiness of the kick. So I'm just going to quickly mix it. This is not like a crazy mix here, but let's just get the so now we're just like trying to get the kick to stand over the bass. So let's go through Hercules and try out different bass sounds. I like this one, but let's try out different ones. This one feels smoother to the ear. So I think there's a lot of bass sounds in here, but I like the battle preset and the original preset we had. I'm just going to leave it on the original, but there's a lot of bass sounds that could fit in this vibe. One more thing is I'm going to the channel rack here, go to the wrench tool. I just use the time shift just a little bit, just to offset the hi-hat to the right, so it adds a time delay, but it's a very, very, very small delay. All right, so that's how you guys create a Tay Keith style track. Keep it simple as that, but it's really coming down to that tresillo pattern that you guys see in the drums. That's the main pattern you want to focus on, and just kind of keeping the sound selection very simple so that the rhythm dictates the entire groove. All right, guys, subscribe if you're new. It's a game from busyworksbeats.com. To get these project files for free, just go to busyworksbeats.com and go where it says free downloads. All right, guys, peace.